Hi again, this is Professor Lucien, and this is the third video for week 8. Last time we completed the descriptive statistics table, which you see here on the descriptives tab, but this is the assistance document. Next is we're going to do the distribution. This is going to be a little bit tricky, and so I'm going to go kind of slow because I created the table for you, and I did that because it would take a lot of work otherwise. And then we're going to create this what would you call a distribution, and I'll explain it. So let's one thing I forgot to tell you is save your work. And so right after I hit stop on the last video, I quick save my work. Always save your work. I really should have at some point just done that, but I didn't. So gotta copy this tab. So again, I hit the upper corner here between the columns and the rows. Hit a Control C to copy. Hit a new tab, and from A1, there we go. So I have a copy. For this step, we need to delete everything that's down below. The way I had to create everything in order to do this distribution, I'm just going to randomly delete a bunch of rows here. Highlighted them, and then I right-clicked and I hit delete, just making sure everything is gone. Very good. All right. So I thought I saw a big. Okay, it looks good. So back to the instructions. We have to insert a lot of rows in order to use this table. So let's read it. So move the dataset header to row 105. So the data begins at 106. So we got to do that first. And what I'm going to do is click up here on 1, hit insert, and it gives me a row. Hit insert again, and now what I'm going to do is hit Control Y, and I'm just going to hold it down, and it's just going to be inserting rows for me. And again, I need to do it so that the header row gets to 105. I know that's crazy, but it'll work out in the end. All right, I got to let up and see where I am as soon as it stops. As soon as it stops. Let's see. Scroll down. It finally stopped. Let's see where it ended up. Oh, wow. 200 something. All right, so let's delete all. Oh, wow, that's going really fast. I'm going a little bit slower to 106. Delete. Headers at 106. I got to delete one more. All right, so header rows at 105. Data begins at 106, right? Let's go back to our assistant document. Copy and paste so that the total count, which is this column here, is directly above total paid. Which means if I copy and paste, I have to paste it just one to the left of total paid. Let's take a look at that real quick. Go back here. So total paid is in column W. So I'm going to write column W. I'm just writing on a piece of paper, is the total paid. And now if I go back, I'm going to go all the way to the top here because I think you got to copy and paste it right into row 1. All right, so if I copy all this in total count, which it says right here is above total paid, I'll copy it, and then range is going to be TUVW in V. V. Be sure to delete everything below. I already did that. To complete the percent total, type click on D. Okay, so I have all that stuff. We'll do that. So I'm going to go ahead and copy this. The enter N doesn't really matter. And Control C to copy. I'm going to open up mine. And I had said that I got to put it in V. So I'm going to go paste. And it populated. Do you see that? I don't know, maybe you can't. I got to zoom it in. So I pasted it in here. So I've got ranges. They start at 0. They go up $500 each one. And what it does is it counts, and over here is a running total, and then this is basically the difference between it. And so that's what it's doing. Let's see if it goes all the way up to 625. It actually does, because 614 plus 11. So it counts just what's above this. So this is going to, so for 614 plus 11 is 625, which is the total number of claims in this data set. Now for the percent total, let's look back and just see what it says. I don't know why I didn't enter it, but under percent total, type, click on D2. Well, that's the total count, divided by, enter N, hit return, then double click to the bottom. Okay, let's try that. So click that, divided by N. All right, so we go equal this divided by 625. I'm going to shrink that down. Is that correct? Yep. Center it, turn it into a percentage, and it said click. Let's see, where does it get to? So, do these equal 100? Let's find out. Equal this number plus this number, it equals, whoops, why isn't it 100? So, yes, it is correct. Shrink that down. All right, now let's make our table. So when there is nothing added, so this is actually giving the percent of the running total versus what is under each individual thing, because that would be insane. Notice that we are over 50% of the claims already at $500. Just, we're going to see the trend, okay? All right, so we're going to do as a distribution, which is just a bar chart. And so I'm going to, let's see, how do I do this? Do I do the range? I think I do the range count. I think that's correct. So I'm going to click on the range count and go all the way down to right there, all the way down to the bottom. And then you go up to insert. You go up to insert, there we go. And we're going to do a bar chart, which is right here at the top, column or bar chart. I click on it. I'm just going to do the 2D. We'll keep it simple. And what's taking so long? There you are. Okay. Now this is not the end all be all. I'm going to move this up towards the top. I'm just dragging it. I don't know why this thing is delaying so much. I was having a little trouble with my web browser, and that may be operating in the background. I could bring it to the other side too. It doesn't really matter. It just depends on the presentation. So I made it bigger. What you'll notice is that the x-axis doesn't really match what I want it to. This could actually be, this is a count, right? This is a count, and down here are the ranges by dollar amount. So I've highlighted it. I'm going to right click, and I'm going to go to select data. And for the range, I'm going to edit. Okay, so it just has the values. Series name. Series values. How do I... Maybe if I do it here. I'll go like this. So we'll go 0 all the way to that. Hit OK. Hit OK. Let's see if it did it for us. It did. Excellent. Okay. So I'm going to make this a little bit bigger. I'm just dragging the side. So you can see here, this is the typical, oh, you know what? I don't normally put the zeros in here. That throws things off. So I'm going to, see, I've got this thing highlighted. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to drag down the range to start at 500. And okay, and it did the count as well. All right, awesome. Awesome, awesome. Awesome blossom, extra awesome. All right, so now we need to put in a title. This is going to be a figure, and you're going to put a figure number. This is the first one, so I'm going to go figure 1. The title is claim distribution. Claim distribution 500 to greater than 50,000. N equals, well, we don't have the zeros on here. So essentially it is 625 minus 185. I'm going to do that on paper real quick. 625 minus 185. 1. Wait, what am I doing? That's 0. Got to put a 1 there. That's a 4. Cancel 5. So 440. We can check my math later. N equals 440, 440. Not including 185 $0 claims. And what percent are they? 29.6. 29.60%. Okay. And let's make this bold. Yeah. So now let's add some things, okay? Okay, I'm going to quick change the tab to distribution. I wish I could spell distribution. I'm going to save my work. I could change the name. I probably should. So file. Autosave is off right now. You can turn it on if you want. All right, now I got to go back and look. So I'm going to put in some arrows. So descriptives. So my average is 3928. I'm going to write that down. Average, or also called the mean, is $3,928. My median, which is the 50th percentile, is $298. All right. Max claim is 212, but I'm not going to put that on there because the distribution is more about where things lie. So I'm going to go up to insert and go to shapes. You see up here, illustrations, shapes. And I'm just going to pick a down point. So because we are below the, okay, I'm going to change the color. So shape fill, I'm going to turn it, I'll have to go red because it's easier to see. I'll widen it a little bit, you know. So we're not at 500, we're at 300. And so I'm going to put that arrow right there. I highlight it, I'm going to copy and paste, and I'm going to put another arrow right around 4,000 because that's our average. 4,000 is right here. And I'm going to paste it again and go down here and point at this, and I'm going to put in some information now for the to demonstrate what we have here. So I've got the what's going on, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to insert, but this time I'm going to insert a text box. It's over here under text. And I'm going to put up here that the median is equal to $298. Again, that's the 50th percentile, right? Copy, paste. It's just so I don't have to do it again. I'm going to type in here average. Average is 3,928. And I'm going to do another paste. And I'm going to say over here, this is claims. Okay, how many claims are there? So these are the claims greater than 500,000. Scrolling down, so there's 11, and it accounts for, so I'm going to write this down, greater than 50K is 11 claims, and that accounts for 1.76%. So, greater, I'm going to say 11 claims are greater than 50K. Okay, let's get this back on here. 50K. Can I hit return? Good. And I'm just going to say that n equals 11. Oh, wait, I already said that. Oh, 1.76. Was it 76%? Oh, I don't put the n in there. It's just 1.76%. I can make this bigger. There we go. That's pretty cool. I'm gonna double check that 1.76. Yep. I mean, as far as the average, I mean, if we look at 4,000, you know, that 88.64% is down here. So that means just 13.36% is above the average. Let that sink in for a second. So average is this, and I'm going to say approximately, where's my 4,000? Approximately 88.64% below average. Wow, that's what's the quality of the data? Well, if I was to tell you the average, I'm actually that's the only not even 11 point something percent is above this for number of claims. So we have outliers that we have to look at, and this doesn't include 29% of the claims are zero, which is included in this 88%. So that's basically what we're doing here. I'm going to look back at the other thing just to make sure we covered it. What did I cover? So I talked about the $0 claims. I got the median. I got the average. Okay, I didn't have that on yet. I didn't put in the axes label yet. So I got to do that. So I could actually turn this into currency, I think. Not select. It would be under number. Can I do that? Format axes. Should come up over on the right. Yep. Let's see. Can I change the labels or the number? Yeah. So it says general. I'm going to put currency. Did it do it? Decimal places 0. Did it do it? I don't know. I don't know if it did it or not. It may not have. I may have to play with this a little bit more. What happens if I drag that up? Would it let me do it? No. Okay, not a big deal. I think if we want to insert labels, add format axes. And does it let me put in labels next to axis? Oh, wait. I wonder if it is a figure thing. So if I click on it and I go to chart design or format, did you see how I did that? It just kind of shows up here when you click on it. I believe I can change the look. So I'll just show you some other things, the way it can look. So you can change it, make it look a little bit more, I don't know if you want to call it professional or not, but when you do, we get these things. And we can also then affect the axes. We can put axes titles. See? We can get rid of the grid lines because I don't think we need them. We've got the numbers. I want to get that. I want data labels off. Good. Yeah. Okay, so that's how you do it. So this is claim amount by $500 increments. And this over here are the number of claims. There we go. That is a good looking figure right there. Kinda. I mean, I can play around a little bit more to make sure. Oh, this moved. Better put that right back there. I'll put this on the chart. That still looks like it's supposed to be there. Okay, so there you go. That's what you're going to be putting together. I'm going to hit the save button. So what did we find out here? Well, I kind of put some of it in here already. The median is 298, which is below 500. I mean, you'd probably, excuse me. I mean, almost 30% are $0 claims, so it would just be another 20% to get up to the 298. And as you can see, At the 500 mark, we're already at 63%. So yeah, we're going to be below the 500 by a lot. So that's really what it means. So you do want to write some text in here. I'm not going to do that right now because I'm already at 20 minutes. We got to process it. But in the next video, what I'm going to do is kind of take what we just did and put it into the assignment so you have an idea of what you need to do. And then you just follow along. You're all set. You can ask me questions at that point.